Welcome everybody, it's MyTyme here, and this is going to be episode 7 on WWE Supercard Season 2. A few things to go through today. First of all, we're going to look at ring domination, and I'm only going to show you the rewards for the top few tiers. The epic card which I have was a Sheamus, which is not a pro for me. I haven't used him yet, and we will start to work on him probably once the event's over. Now the legendary, you might be able to see a little cheeky grin there. It is going to be Dolph Ziggler. So I have got today, well tonight, because it is 11:20 PM. I've got tonight, a couple of hours tomorrow afternoon maybe, probably to get this card and to get Humberto de Janiero, the event card, because apart from that time, I pretty much can't play. Probably not going to play at all on Sunday, so it's going to have to be done then. If you want to show what the event card was, that was my version of Alberto Del Rio. I prefer to refer to him as Humberto del Rio de Janeiro. Yes, my Mexican in me. So this is where we are currently at. Now, on top of that, we'll go backwards. I do have a couple other things to note. Exhibition says 52-18 wins and 12-78 losses. Now this is important because that makes 64-8, 64-88, 64-96 in terms of games, which means 4 games and I get a legendary reward, a Diva of my current tier. Now both in exhibition and most notably in ring domination, my teams are legendary. So if you were in ring domination, your team was epic, for example, but in exhibition it was legendary, you'd want to make sure you did your game in exhibition before you got to the landstone or the milestone, because each landmark you get will do it based on your deck and that match. If you're in ring domination, you're in epic, you're going to get an epic reward. Well, obviously if you're in exhibition, you get legendary. So fortunately for me now, a ring domination team is still in legendary, so it doesn't matter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 3 ring dom games, come back to 1 exhibition match, get my card, see if it's a pro, it'll be a pro if it is Eve, and then I have the King of the Ring reward, which I'll just show you where I've got here. Got to the finals, 1-4-1, 1-4-1, and that was it, done. It was pretty easy in terms of, I don't think there were too many humans in it, because I go back, our Codger was a person, and so is Jaden. So unlucky Jaden, congratulations, you get the semis. Hope you got a good 2 epic cards. They've got something good for you. Just Ultimatrix and Bullfrog. I don't think either of them were humans. Nobody talked in the chat apart from Jaden, which I wish him good luck. But our Codger is, because he was the top person in the qualifying. But when it actually came out to player on player, I had 2 teams, as you'll see here, which were, he had no Diva tag, while I had no male tag and also no single male. So the 2 games I lost was 1 single male, 1 obviously male tag, and I think the games went in my favour. So this is going to be my first actual legendary King of the Ring victory, so that was good. I have lost in the finals before, so I have got legendary for it. That's how I got my Eve. She was a runner-up reward. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to show the 3 games here from ring domination. Now I cannot promise that I will have a really good tactic here and go through winning all 3 games, because it's a lot more difficult in legendary when you don't have a kind of top deck, should we say. So okay, here I'm inundated with down arrows and that, but there's less up arrows in the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Rusev that I'm training in the top right, and I'm going to let Ric Flair is going to take him. I'm going to save my John Cena. I'm going to use my Brock to take Ric Flair. I fully expect Ric Flair to be taken here. But depending who takes Ric Flair, I could potentially use a down arrow, which is what I will do here in the form of, say, Rusev or Stone Cold, and still keep my John Cena. So I will use Stone Cold, so hopefully he'll be locked into this top center slot. So now they're going to probably try and take away my John Cena in the middle now with a right arrow or an up arrow. Nope. Okay, so as it currently stands, all I have to do is just lay a card down and I win. So I'm going to put John Cena in the middle. I don't need to fight people. He's going to be strong enough to secure me the win. Save that bit of time. 5-4. You do get bonus picks if you get a perfect game. But other than that, it doesn't matter if you win 5-4, you know, 6-3, 7-2, 8-1. So we'll get these picks out of the way. I forgot to use my titles for double picks. I have a few left. As we're going to our next game, 2 more to go before we do that exhibition one. I still haven't purchased any packs. I said I have purchased either bouts or titles for the events. That's how I managed to get Nikki Bella in that. But I'm still not purchasing packs for the moment. I'm gonna consider getting packs if the new tier comes out. If my team progresses and I'm able to get a couple more King of the Rings in, a few more legendaries, and 1 or 2 of those do pro for me, then if it's not too bad legendary side, I'm in legendary plus, legendary plus plus, then maybe I will think, you know what, I'm going to go out and get a couple of those packs and give myself that boost into WrestleMania straight away, and then, you know, try and build from there. But it's all going to depend how the next couple of weeks go, and depending what they actually do. Are they going to release a new tier? Will it be the team event before the new tier? Will the new tier not be out till next month? Will it be fusions before? You know, there's a lot of speculation as to what Cat Daddy are actually going to do. So, for this moment in time, just in case. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know what people think, if people have been reading forums. I haven't really been reading the forums, to be honest with you. So, I think the general idea seems to be that a new tier will come out before fusions. So, we'll have to see. But yeah, problem with, I mean, I think a new tier would be better for me than fusions, because I don't have enough cards at the moment. You know, those people who are already in legendary plus plus etc. and have got loads of legendary cards, they can have duplicate single legendary, single epic cards that they're not using, that they can just keep throwing away into the chamber from straight away, you know, straight off the bat. Where myself, I don't have that luxury of legendary cards at the moment. So yeah, I need probably a good week and a half to get a few more cards to do that with, whether it's from a few board pools, from another event, from King of the Ring, all that kind of good stuff. Let's get these picks out of the way. But how's everyone else's decks getting on now? I mean, did lots of people go for this Nikki Bella as a single? And I see a lot of talk about, if a new tier comes, you know, all these event cards are going to be, you know, worth kind of less. And if it's not that, and it is fusion, same thing again. You know, your legendary cards are going to become weak in comparison to the fusion cards. So some people thinking, well, there's no point. Oh, what's the point of going for this Humberto? What's the point of going for these cards? Because soon enough we'll have a new tier, we'll have a new fusion, and you know, it won't matter. I don't need to put the time in for them. And there's probably a lot of truth in that. There probably is. But I'm thinking still, like this Nikki Bella card, for example, is probably still going to be used for a while, especially in my deck. And the chance of you getting a WrestleMania Diva and then a fusion and all this kind of stuff, and a pro, is going to be probably still difficult-ish. It's not a dead cert. So yeah, I still think they're worth trying to get them if you've got the time to. But after this match, we're going to go back to that exhibition game anyway and see what the reward is. But yeah, I quite like Ring Domination because it gives you something to do. It's not just the same clicking. I mean, Road to Glory is fine, but yeah, I had that problem. I said I got an epic pool in that because my deck was in epic, whereas it should have been a legendary pool. So I don't like those modes where you have one kind of should I go for perfect? I'll try perfect. I don't like the kind of modes where you have kind of one tier in exhibition and another tier when you're in that mode. is the same. You know, it's only people's at the moment the people's champion, which is kind of the same as your exhibition. So whatever team you use in exhibition, you still use there. And I should use Rusev. Oh no, because then I should use Rusev. No. I'm not sure I could 9-0 this anyway. Because either way, if I use Rusev, I can't hit him with John Cena. I can still hit him here with... Yeah, I just need to hope Triple H wins, which is... I didn't see, was it power? Toughness? No. Oh, no 9-0. Okay, never mind. Yep, so... Diva-wise, if I got a legendary Eve, that'd be great because it'd be straight into a pro. And I know she's not compatible with my Nikki Bella, but to have 2 pros is 2 pro legendary cards, especially one's an event legendary pro. It's pretty decent. It's not, you know what? It's probably not even just for. It's not even just for the exhibition either, because maybe I'll still go with a compatible tag in exhibition, but it is more for the King of the Rings as well. Because at the moment, I'm finding that my divas do reasonably well because of that. Because I have because I'm not in the top tiers of legendary. You know, I'm only just in the first category of legendary, so I'm not fighting your. You know, your Zomaga barbecues and your double D's and Remy's and Adnans and all the other top kind of decks in King of the Ring, which means I've got a chance at least of getting to the semis. I'd hope in most of them, as long as I have a few of the areas that I can actually win. So, for example, a good solo Diva, which you can win, or the solo Diva and the Diva tags. That's one of my Mels, which I know are my weaker points. I'm sacrificing at the moment because my divas are quite strong in comparison to people in the same area as me or the same category as me. So let's get this one game out. This is a training game. As a result, I'm going to take Seth out very quickly and we're going to throw in this Rusev. I'm not sure how close he is to being complete. He's nowhere near being complete. So he'll come in. Probably going to lose this game, but Eamon the AG, you can be the guy who gets me my legendary Diva. I was going to wait for the new tier when I thought it was going to be this week. Excuse me, that was going to be the plan, to wait, get the new tier out, and then, you know, try and see if I could get reward. But up until now, I realised that I'm not going to get into WrestleMania tier anyway. Even put my best deck out, I only had like 150 games or something to try and get me in there. It wasn't going to happen. So like, I'll just carry on playing, get the card now. There's no point waiting, and yeah, get the card now, and then just take it, and we'll just worry about when we get to the 9,000 game. Then that should be the new tier, and then that should be a reward there. So I'll get it. I should get a WrestleMania card, getting into the tier, or Survivor card, whichever one comes out. And then I should also get another reward once we hit the 9,000, plus possibly from some King of the Rings. So let's see what we get. We've got Cameron. Now, I'm not going to complain this stage because I've only got one Diva. Excuse me. So I can't expect to get a whole army of Divas, can I? I can't expect to get a pro straight away, but Cameron, she could go with Nikki Bella. It wouldn't be compatible, but it wouldn't be incompatible, so I wouldn't get a bonus. I could use her. I probably would use Cameron actually. Let's just see. I would probably use Cameron in the tag. So use Cameron with Naomi in the tag, and Nikki Bella's a solo. And if the other person, or if I was kind of against someone who say in the quarters or the semis, who's got maybe a weaker solo as well, then I could always put Nikki Bella into the tag and bring say Naomi out into the single to hopefully win both of those. So that's not too bad, to be fair, Cameron. She's got use because of that. Maybe not the best diva, but okay, fair enough. And let's go and see what we got in King of the Ring. Let's see if we can pro. For a pro of a legendary, I need Rusev, Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler now that he's coming, or either Cameron or Eve. So it's very unlikely I'm going to get a pro, but we could get lucky. Mark Henry, The Rock. Well, I can't say anything. He's touted as being the best card in the game, so that's good. And we're going to get a pro with the Epic Ultimate Warrior. Okay, so no pros. Not too sure if I'll be using Ultimate Warrior just yet. I'm definitely going to level The Rock up. He'll go straight into my team for the rest of RD, and we'll continue working at Rusev. So yeah, this has been my time. Just a little quick look into it, show you my King of the Ring. I'll go straight back into a King of the Ring in a moment. This was the team I was using. As you can see here, I went for the incompatible tag to try and train up Eve, knowing that if I was losing, I've always got a compatible tag to bring Nikki here up into it. So if I now bring Cameron in instead, Cameron Naomi will be the tag. And if I'm against somebody who's got a bossy diva tag and a good, say for example, a legendary single diva, then I can pull Naomi, for example, down into the single diva, and then put Nikki Bella up into tag to boost the tag and hopefully win both of those. So yep, I don't have a good second tag, that's why I've left it out. I don't have 3 good solos at the moment until I can pro my Rusev or something, which is why I've left the solo out as well. So I'm praying to try and win on those decks, and it's not gone too bad so far. So what I'm going to do is try one more, and try one more King of the Ring like this. While this is deciding to mess around, I'll finish up, try another King of the Ring, see if I can get another legendary or 2. This should be done by Monday sometime, if I start now, Monday morning, and then I can probably squeeze in another 2 King of Rings or so before next weekend. Then there'll be next weekend's PCC or something for the second Humberto Del Rio, squeeze in another couple more over the weekend beginning next week. Hopefully I can make the finals at least. I should get myself another 4 legendary cards, maybe make a pro, and then the following week we'll be looking to see if the teams introduced fusions or probably the new tier. So anyway, while this is deciding it's going to mess up, I'm going to love and leave you all and quit out of this. So this has all gone messed up. So anyway, up in my time. Thank you for watching. See you soon.